Once upon a time, in the heart of a sun-drenched jungle, lived a mighty lion. He was the king of the jungle, and all the animals respected him and were afraid of him, except for one. The lion was so powerful that he could catch any animal he wanted and make it his meal. But despite being strong and feared, the lion had one big flaw. He was extremely selfish. One sweltering afternoon, the lion was lounging by the waterhole, enjoying the cool water. Suddenly, he heard a small voice. "Please, kind sir, I need some water." The lion opened his eyes and saw a tiny rabbit hopping towards him. "Get lost, you stupid rabbit," the lion roared. "This water is mine, and I won't share it with anyone." The rabbit was stunned by the lion's rudeness, but he didn't want to cause any trouble, so he turned around and slowly started to hop away. Every day the rabbit would come to the waterhole to ask the lion for some water, but every day the lion would just scare him away. One day, a wise old turtle, who had been watching the whole thing from a log, decided to intervene. "Why are you being so mean to this poor rabbit?" she asked. The lion shrugged. "It's my waterhole. I don't have to share it with anyone." The turtle shook her head disapprovingly. "That's not true, you know. No one owns the waterhole. It belongs to everyone in the jungle." The lion ignored her and went back to drinking his water. The wise turtle knew that the lion wouldn't listen to her, so she decided to let nature take its course. A few days passed, and the sun blazed relentlessly. Day after day, the temperature soared, and the waterhole began to shrink. The animals suffered terribly without water, and many of them, including the lion, started to get very sick. One afternoon, the rabbit approached the lion again. He was weak and thirsty, and the lion could tell that if he didn't get water soon, he would die. But still, the lion's selfishness got the better of him. "Go away, you stupid rabbit," he growled. "I don't want to see your face." The rabbit looked at him sadly and said, "Please, kind sir, I only want a small amount of water, just enough to save my life." The lion thought for a moment. If he let the rabbit drink, he might get some water for himself too. So he finally agreed. As the rabbit lapped up the water, the lion watched him greedily. When the rabbit was done, he roared, "Now get out of here, you useless animal. All this water is mine." The rabbit, however, had an idea. "Oh no, kind sir," he said. "This water belongs to everyone. You can't drink it all by yourself." The lion was taken aback. "What did you say? This water doesn't belong to everyone. It belongs to me." "That's not true," the rabbit replied calmly. "And you know it deep down, Mr. Lion. Why don't you ask the birds in the sky or the fish in the water for their share of the water hole? They all need it to survive, just like you do." The lion realized that what the rabbit said was true. He was being selfish, and no one would help him anymore if he continued to be mean. From that day on, the lion made sure to never turn away an animal that needed water. He even made it a point to share his food with the other animals. And they all lived happily ever after. Now it's time for the quiz. What should the lion do when the rabbit asks for water? Let's see your answers in the comments.